Drinking and driving should not be done whatsoever. And I know that people never go out and drink and expect that they are going to drink and drive and be intoxicated driving. You start drinking, things get out of control. That's why you should always have a designated driver. I don't care if you think you're just having wine. Now you know you're one of those people who are in that group who cannot drink at all. People who get in accidents and they are intoxicated, you know what ends up happening? They end up killing the soccer mom. They end up killing the grandmother who's just minding their own business. And the person who's intoxicated, they just walk away from accidents fine. This could have been so much worse because there's an accident. I've been watching too many Korean dramas, so I'm pronouncing it differently now. Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Yulin, I'm showing you what's entitled application for probation. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Judge.
Ms. Yulin, I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand your charge while driving while intoxicated third or more? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
I do, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Yulin, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived a right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $250 fine. State recommends community supervision. The VIP, ignition interlock for half the term, DWI intervention. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Yes, Judge.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, 10 days house arrest in lieu of 10 days in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State, any evidence?
State offers states exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No objections.
All right, state, thank you. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. Right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Judge, we would be okay with proceeding with sentencing. I just wanted to bring one thing to the court's attention. I know that there's going to be a TAP evaluation. We don't know how that will turn out until after the evaluation.
Mhm.
Ms. Yulin is currently in a voluntary outpatient program. And so depending on what the TAP is, if the court would allow us to reapproach or file a motion if we felt necessary.
Yes,
Okay.
right. Is there anything else you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Just that it's my fault. She had emailed me the paperwork. She's done the DWI courses and we'll get those to probation so they can have them. But she has come to a realization again that she needed treatment herself, no matter what was going to happen. She knows it's up to the court whether she even gets probation. She was very grateful for the offer from the state to be able to have that opportunity. But she knew regardless of whether she was going to get probation or not, that she needed to do something to better herself. So she is working at this time. I don't believe she's driving. She has but she does have a device. I don't believe it's had violations while on the device. And so she just asked this court to follow that plea bargaining agreement and give her the opportunity to continue her treatment and hopefully never be back in the Bexar County courthouse again.
All right, what do you do for employment?
I'm a server
Where?
at Ladino at the pub.
And when you say a server of what?
The waitress.
Okay. So you're not working the bar area?
No.
Do you have any children?
I do.
What are their ages?
5, just one child.
Okay. Live with you?
Not currently.
Currently, who are they living with?
With her father.
Is that because of this? Has Child Protective Services ever been involved?
No.
So how often have you been drinking?
I haven't been drinking since this offense.
All right, so before this, how often were you drinking?
Several times a week.
All right. Do you have a sober coach?
I don't yet. I've heard of them.
All right. So have you been looking?
I will be looking.
So your counsel says you're in outpatient treatment. What outpatient treatment is this?
Alpha Home.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. There's a $250 fine that will be probated. The education courses that your attorney said you've done, when were those completed?
They were just within,
Maybe a month or so ago.
Okay,
yes, sir. I think within a month to 6 weeks.
all right. Probation, if those courses were completed later than 2 months, she's gonna have to redo them. But yes.
And which courses are they?
She's gonna give you documentation of them. What courses have you completed?
I've completed the victim impact panel. I
Alright.
haven't done the intervention course.
All right, she's only done the victim impact panel. So I'm gonna order the victim impact panel, ignition interlock for half the term. Now, with regards to ignition interlock for half the term, that is your agreement, but I get to make the decision whether it's taken off or not. You understand?
Absolutely.
DWI intervention. DWI education course. We'll do the TAP evaluation. She's currently in Alpha Home. So if the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment and she's not had any violation, she's continue with the outpatient treatment with Alpha Home. But if there are some violations, we're going to do something different potentially. You understand?
Yes.
So I'm going to order Alpha Home outpatient treatment. And are they having you do sober meetings?
I don't know
Oh, it's NA meetings. They call them
Oh.
sober support meetings now.
Yes.
How often?
Twice a week.
All right, we're gonna do sober support meetings 2 times per week until further notice. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm gonna order parenting classes. Once that's complete, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Are you able to take off from your work for 10 days or no?
I would have to talk to my boss. I don't know.
All right, so what we're gonna do then is we're gonna do 30 days GPS for work and treatment. She'll be allowed to work and she'll be allowed to go for a treatment in lieu of the 10 days at the Bexar County Jail. And the reason why I'm doing that, because I know the Bexar County Jail is overcrowded. I know they have issues. That is the only reason why I'm doing that. Otherwise, you would spend your 10 days at the Bexar County Jail. You understand?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
And probation, see if they can waive fees. There should be proof of employment within 30 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider with minors or any establishment whose sole, I won't say sole, but a majority of their business is through the sale of alcohol. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs and probation. I think they may test at alcohol. So if you're satisfied with alcohol testing, you can do that. If not, then you don't have to. And we'll do field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
It's just,
I think there should be a Texas driver's license suspension. And that will be for 2 years.
yes, Judge, and she is not driving currently. I think she has a vehicle that's inoperable. So she's been on the mobile device. I
Okay.
don't know if the court would allow her to continue the mobile device.
All right, I'll allow her to continue with the mobile device upon proof that the vehicle is inoperable and an affidavit of non-driving.
Yes, Judge.
All right, is there anything else, probation?
Okay.
All right, is there anything else that you need from the court to be successful?
Believe so, Your Honor.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Drinking and driving should not be done whatsoever. And I know that people never go out and drink and expect that they are going to drink and drive and be intoxicated driving. You start drinking, things get out of control. That's why you should always have a designated driver. I don't care if you think you're just having wine. Now you know you're one of those people who are in that group who cannot drink at all.
I am one of those people.
So here's the thing, what I've discovered, and my statistics professor will be very upset with me because I haven't done the research, but this is what I've noticed. People who get in accidents and they are intoxicated, you know what ends up happening? They end up killing the soccer mom. They end up killing the grandmother who's just minding their own business. And the person who's intoxicated, they just walk away from accidents fine. This could have been so much worse because there's an accident. And state on this case, was there any restitution?
Judge, I'm aware of everything.
Okay, all right. So just so you know,
Okay.
if there's any type of restitution, probation will let me know and we'll have a restitution hearing.
Yes, sir.
So, and you don't want to be the person who's driving and your 5-year-old is in the car with you
Yes.
and you're in an accident and then the 5-year-old ends up injured. That's what happens in these type of cases. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to
A
you.
repeat DWI defendant walks into court knowing prison is on the table. Deborah Julin is facing a felony DWI, third or more, with a punishment range of 2 to 10 years in prison. Instead, the judge sentences her to 10 years in prison, fully suspended, and puts her on 8 years of strict community supervision. That means ignition interlock on her car, DWI education and intervention classes, outpatient treatment at Alpha Home, 2 sober support meetings every week, 120 hours of community service, parenting classes, GPS monitoring instead of 10 days in jail, and a ban on working around alcohol or as a home health provider. One more serious slip, and that suspended 10-year sentence can become very real time. Do you think this kind of structured second chance is enough to protect the public from repeat drunk drivers, or should felony DWI always mean actual prison time? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more real courtroom breakdowns, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who follows these cases.
PR 6620, State of Texas versus Samuel Alexander Ramirez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Julie Pollock.
And are you Samuel Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna, counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ramirez, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Sorry, Judge. We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Ramirez, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, less than 1 gram in a drug-free zone? That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Ramirez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is recommending deferred adjudication, and this has no impact. Well, I don't understand why you all would put does not affect family violence cases pending indictment.
Yes, ma'am. They were, he's got some family violence cases that are still hanging out there. I just wanted to make clear to the court and to the defense, and maybe if another prosecutor is looking at this in the future, that this does not contemplate taking those into consideration or having any effect on those cases, Judge.
All right, do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did y'all understand that to be the entirety of the plea state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. The state is asking that you defer adjudication before a term of 4 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments.
No objections.
Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you and your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. What grade are you in high school?
12th grade.
Why were you not in class?
I think we were there in the bathroom. They were going in the bathroom.
No, I know you were in the bathroom. You all were in the bathroom doing drugs. So my question is, obviously you were not in the bathroom to use the facilities for anything that was not.
I was on the way to the bathroom and I just met up with my friends and we just went to the rest.
No, there are other things that happen. School hasn't changed that much since I've been in there, where you get the hall pass to go to the restroom.
No,
So-
I wasn't in class yet. I was on my way to class and then I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So I met up with my friends because I seen them coming down the other hall.
Yeah, say, hey, let's go to the restroom and use drugs. So what are your grades like?
A's and B's.
Judge, he's trying to turn his life around. He is enrolled full-time at
No, but are his grades A's and
John
B's?
Jay. According to his parents who are here,
Yeah, but sometimes parents overlook things. That's why.
oh,
He's in the
they've got a
restroom.
handle on this. He's in AP classes and he's getting A's and B's because he has finally realized he needs to turn his life around.
And I'm gonna go.
Plus, he is working.
Yes,
I'm gonna go to college too after school. After I graduate, all my classes are credit classes. So after I get all good grades in them, I graduate this year.
so why does it take this for you to get your life in order? I'm sure your parents' rules are not crazy rules.
I just made bad choices.
Yeah, why are you making these bad choices? And until you were caught this time, how often were you using drugs?
Twice a week, not even often. I wasn't.
Well, I mean, that's often.
Yeah.
Twice a week is often. Do you know how often I use drugs?
No,
Yes. So using drugs once a week, that's often. Twice a week, that's often. Do you understand?
yes, no.
And if you're drug tested today, what are the results gonna be? And you're gonna get tested today.
I'll be negative.
All right, so we're gonna have him drug tested. And we're gonna see what the results are. And then I'm gonna make my ruling.
All right.
So are you ready to
so-
go or do you need water?
I need some water.
Okay, all right, just have a seat.
And since he's been incarcerated, he doesn't have an updated one. So at our house, we're still gonna have his medication there.
No. See, I'm trying to figure out, one,
Mhm.
is the prescription current? And two, is he using the prescription? We're not on the record right now. Here's the thing,
No, I understand.
parents. We're here because your son has an issue. Your son using drugs in a restroom at a high school.
Correct.
And sometimes parents want to see their children as they hope they will be, not as they are. So I'm trying to figure out what would be good to help him so that he won't be in the criminal justice system and end up going to prison and end up being an orange with other inmates.
Right.
So I need to know whether or not he does have a prescription for this that he's using, or is he doing something else? Because if he's doing something else, then we can help him. But if people are being dishonest with the court about what he's doing, I can't help him. And 9 times out of 10, he's probably going to end up getting into more trouble and may end up at the Bexar County Jail. And at the Bexar County Jail, which you know, they bring you out in orange. When they do your laundry at the jail, guess what? Everybody's laundry goes in the same pile. There's no sorting. So you're going to end up with inmate B's underwear or whatever. You understand? And how old are you?
18.
You're 18. When you go to the Bexar County Jail, things happen at the Bexar County Jail. And people want to pretend like it doesn't, but things happen at the Bexar County Jail. Things happen at the prison. So I'm trying to get some honesty in here so I can see what's best for you. So hopefully you can get back on track. And yes, I'm hoping you go to college or either go to a trade school, get your life together where your parents don't worry about you and you don't use drugs anymore. But I need 100% honesty in here because otherwise he's going to end up getting in trouble on the probation in this court. And his attorney will tell you, everybody else tells you, probation in this court is not easy because the conditions I give people is not cookie cutter. It's what they need to hopefully get their life back on track. So parents got to be honest and see their children as they are. Maybe they'll end up being great and you will look back on this time and you will say, do you remember that bump in the road? He'll be like, yes, great job. You've gotten your life back on track. So I need to know whether or not he's using something he should not be using. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the issue with him?
I don't know if he's using anything. I can tell you with honesty that he does have prescription medication at home that's been prescribed to him by his psychiatrist. He has been incarcerated. He's been out, I want to say a few months, but he has been incarcerated in Bexar County. Now, if he took his prescription medication that's in our home voluntarily on his own without consulting me to get him a visit with his psychiatrist, to get him an updated appointment, to get a new prescription for this year, that's on him. I do not, in my home, I do not condone his behavior. He hasn't lived with me while he did this behavior. He has been in Bexar County, so he knows what it's like.
Who has he been living with?
He was living with his grandfather. He was living with my mother. At one point, he was living in a sober living home. So my home is probably equivalent to jail.
Okay, so why wasn't he living with you?
He wasn't living with me because he didn't want to go to school. The school that he was in, it was Rise Recovery. He didn't want to go to that school, minimal students, they were helping him. He didn't have a drug problem, but my family, we put him voluntarily in rehab for marijuana. He didn't have a problem to go to rehab, but like I said, it was voluntarily. He went and he got out. He went to Rise Recovery. He didn't want to go to Rise Recovery, which is an amazing school. Like I said, minimal students. He didn't have a lot of peers. He wanted to go to a traditional high school. I wasn't okay with that. So I talked to staff at the school and they placed him in a sober living with men. And I believe a few people his age, and they would go to meetings. They would pick him up for school, help him find a job. When it came down to him to apply for his scholarship to live in the sober living, he opted not to do that, not to consult with me, and decided to live with my mother. My mother then went to get him, moved him out of there, and stated that she was going to place him in school, be on him to make sure that he did everything he needed to. When that happened is when this occurred. What we're essentially here for. That happened in the school that she placed him in. From that point on, everything just went downhill for him.
So which school is he currently in?
He's in John Jay.
All right. So do you think John Jay is a good place for him, or should he be back at Rice Recovery?
In my opinion, Rise Recovery. John Jay, not good. Maybe there's some good that comes out of that school, and I've seen that, but in my opinion, they are I shouldn't have to be calling the school to let them know students are smoking marijuana in the restroom.
No.
I shouldn't volunteer my time, take my time off of work to tell them, I'll go and monitor your girls' restrooms just to make sure students don't end up doing drugs in your restroom. I even offered my husband to do the same for the boys' restroom. And they said they don't have enough staff, they don't have enough teachers to do that, which is understandable. We all know that our teachers are underpaid. There's not enough teachers. But I can only do if they'll take my help, I can only do the bare minimum. I tell him the same thing. Don't go to restrooms, don't do this, don't do that, but I mean, what can I do? But
All right, well, I'm going to do something.
yes,
We're going to help with this situation.
Can you tell the judge, I mean, is he going to school full
he does,
time?
he goes to school full time.
And I've
like-
seen his grades
Yes.
and the classes he's taking. It's chemistry and
Yes, he's very smart. He's compared to kids his age, he's very intelligent. Been in pre-AP since middle school, continued pre-AP into high school. So he's very intelligent. He's very smart, book smart.
is he missing any classes?
No, he shows up. He does have tardies because he likes to go to the restroom before class. But I told him, I'm tired of getting the phone calls that you're tardy. So you need to go to the classroom, meet with the teacher, let them know you have to go to the restroom so they can at least take accountability for you being in class. If not, I'm going to continue getting these calls. And if that's going to happen, then you can go out of my house. He's 18, he's an adult. He knows what he has to do. Like I said, my house is equivalent to Bear County Jail.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So this is what we're going to do. All right, we're going to come back for sentencing. And this is what I want everyone to give me. One, he needs to have a plan for me. A plan for, since you're a senior,
So,
if you're planning on going to college, then you need to show the court that you've actually filed some applications.
I don't know,
For college.
Wednesday or today, if I go back to school, I'm gonna actually have my apply ready for that college. So after I graduate, I go straight to college.
All right, so that needs to be done. And then I want an update on the psychiatrist and see what medications he's actually supposed to be on. And you're going to come back to the court with a letter telling the court what you want to do with your life. And then I'm going to make a decision on what conditions will be best suited for you so that we don't have you coming back through the system. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
What do you
And-
know, what day do I, what,
Oh,
today?
I'm going to give you a date. No, it's not going to be today.
I just know it's a Adderall, like, I know Risperidone. or something
Okay.
like that.
So what days are your classes?
My days I'm like school,
Yes. Is it all week?
yeah, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
8
When do
period.
you all have testing?
When we have testing, we recently been doing testing, I'll say that Mondays, Friday, but every day we can do a test.
Okay. So do you all have a recess break or anything of that nature?
Only
No, I
lunch,
mean for holiday coming up.
Oh,
That's what I
no.
mean. Usually,
like spring break,
yes.
not that I know of so far.
Hmm.
I get out at 4:20, I ride the bus home, and by the time I get home, it's 5:05.
So he doesn't get out till 4:20. Yes. What time do you start?
School starts at 8:50.
Starts at 8:50. We need to figure something out. Mom, can you come back up? We need to figure out what's a good time for him and what's a good time that doesn't interfere with your work schedule. So maybe he can come here.
Or next court date.
Mhm.
Preferably Wednesdays. My husband's off on Wednesdays. I work half days on Wednesdays, so anything on a Wednesday would work.
Okay, so we're gonna do a Wednesday. And then, so would you all be able to pick him up from school? Okay, do you think on Wednesday he could leave school early?
Yeah, as long as he has an excuse, so wherever he has to go, I'm sure that he can get an excuse, so.
We'll write him an excuse and we will just say he was asked to appear in court.
Okay,
Oh, that's Thanksgiving. Oh, I'll remember Thanksgiving break. But they're gonna come up with this pretty soon for me. So Norma, are we able to do it Wednesday, November 15th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're gonna come back Wednesday on November 15th. And Vashon, I know how Wednesdays are for us. You will not be here. When are you gonna be back? Some people are going on cruises. I hope that people know how to swim. They don't.
Or is that Thanksgiving?
That's Thanksgiving week. You know what?
It's fine, yeah.
They're off from school on the 21st. Are you guys off from?
They
That
do
would
have a
still-
Thanksgiving break. I'm not sure of the dates though. I mean, Northside calendar should show it.
All right, you know what? Are we able to do it on November 29th? Council, is that good for you? All right, because that'll give him plenty of time to see
Yes,
the
ma'am.
psychiatrist, if he needs to see the psychiatrist, to get his medications in order and to get done what I want done.
And then
Yes, and what we'll do is on the 29th, since he says he gets off at 4, what are your afternoon classes? What classes, courses are they?
like on my classes, like subject,
Yeah, in the afternoon time.
I have English, I have history, I have credit recovery. I have
Oh, that's a new one, credit recovery. They don't do economics anymore. We had an economics class. They just don't do
Yeah,
that.
he has an.
Oh, they do economics,
uh,
but do they do language arts? They brought back language arts. I bet you they didn't bring back cursive writing.
At the school,
No.
they do.
Oh.
Cursive writing.
Okay.
They have to write cursive.
So we'll come back on the 29th. And then if you can have him here, Vashon, is 3:00 too late? All right, 29th at 3 p.m. And if you can pick him up and bring him here, and we will give him an excuse.
Perfect.
So you know what you have to do?
uh,
All right. And when you come back next, if you do a UA, it had better be clean with the exception of any you got.
sí,
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Edgar Aguilar Hernandez.
Edgar Aguilar Hernandez.
All right, defense, do you have any objections to the court asking him questions with regards to the immigration attorney?
No, I do not, because I think we need to clear up the confusion.
Okay. All right, Mr. Aguilar, did you hire an immigration attorney?
Sí,
Yes.
All right, and that immigration attorney that you hired, were they hired for cases that you may or may not have in another county other than Bear County?
No.
So were they hired for this case?
de migración.
Immigration?
Yes, did you hire an immigration attorney?
Sí,
Yes.
Have you had a chance to speak to that immigration attorney?
no,
No.
All right, is that immigration attorney located in Bear County?
¿dónde están las cortes de migración?
Where the immigration courts are at.
I'm not understanding.
I'm confused too. Here in San Antonio?
Yes, yes.
And just so the court and everyone's clear, is this for your resident, right?
Sí.
And
Yes.
so you have been going through the immigration process.
Ujú.
And
Uh-huh.
did you hire these lawyers to help you further that immigration process
Sí,
Yes.
and including your family as well?
no, no más yo.
No,
Just-
only me.
Okay, just for you. You've been locked up now for about 6 or 7 months, right?
Sí,
Yes.
Have you had any contact with those immigration lawyers since you've been locked up?
no,
No,
Have you tried to contact them?
no.
no.
All right, so this is what I'm going to suggest, because I don't know if there's confusion on his part or our part. So what I would like to do is know the name of the exact immigration attorney. So what is the name of the immigration attorney?
Es Ramírez y García.
Ramirez and Garcia.
So it's two lawyers in a firm.
Es como un bufete.
It's like a law office.
Okay. Do you have a contact number for them?
No me recuerdo,
I don't remember,
pero sí lo tengo apuntado.
but I do have it written down.
First name.
Así está en la carta a Ramírez y García.
That's the way it shows up on the card, Ramirez and Garcia.
You know where their office is?
¿Sabe dónde está ubicada la
Sí,
oficina?
aquí donde están las cortes de migración, es el segundo piso de eso.
It's on the second floor where the immigration courts are at.
Washington Square Building, maybe?
No, sir, es en
One Alamo Center?
35, Dolorosa,
Uh-huh.
no, Dolorosa.
Dolorosa.
En 35. Ahí
And
está,
35.
ahí está el building.
That's where the building is at.
Oh, okay.
All right, because the only thing that comes up from Google is Garcia and Ramirez, not Ramirez and Garcia.
García en Ramírez.
Garcia and Ramirez.
O Ramírez y García, es lo mismo.
It's the same thing.
Not necessarily. So this is what we're going to do. Norma? Sarah May needs to be here. I'm gonna give them a new date. And if you can discover who the immigration attorney is and if he actually hired one, because sometimes you show up to hearings and that person is just there for the day and you haven't necessarily hired them.
This 18-year-old was just caught using drugs in a high school bathroom after already doing time in county jail, rehab, and sober living. His mother stands in front of Judge Boyd, admitting the family tried everything: an addiction recovery school, a safe, sober house, even pulling him from home when he refused to follow the rules. Now he's in regular high school again, surrounded by marijuana in the restrooms, insisting he's book smart and ready for college. The judge warns him, "Keep this up, and the next stop is orange jumpsuit and prison. Do you think he deserves strict probation with treatment, or is he running out of chances?" Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom stories.